Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we are going to understand how to create GoHighLevel contact from received emails. So are you also receiving numerous emails and do you also wish to create a GoHighLevel contact for all of them? Then this video is definitely for you. So we're here, I'm managing a customer support team for an edutech company and we receive various amount of emails regularly regarding the inquiry and request. So now I want that as soon as we receive a new email, automatically with the help of the same details, a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account too, with a new tag which is email inquiry. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between email parser and GoHighLevel. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to create this connection because I want to convert my leads into paying customers and I want to create targeted marketing campaigns for all my leads. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to create GoHighLevel contact for received email. So as you know that I manage the customer support team for an edutech company and we receive various inquiries daily on our email. So now to streamline our lead management process, what I want is that suppose that when a potential student emails us to inquire about something related to course, the automation captures the sender's email addresses and the relevant details, and with the help of the same details, a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel with the tags which says Gmail inquiry. So this ensures that all my inquiries systematically recorded and tracked in our CRM, allowing us to efficiently manage the leads, improve response times, and ultimately increase the conversion rates. So to do all of this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get $100 free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which is create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create GoHighLevel contact for received emails, and then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can also understand that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are response towards that same command. So now to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger first. So for the trigger application, we are going to select it as email parser because I want to extract the email received from my potential student on this workflow. So for that, I'm going to search for email parser right over here. It is a feature by Pabbly. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new email. Over here, you can see trigger whenever we receive a new email. So we are going to select this and now it is giving me an email. So we are going to use this same to create a connection between our Gmail account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this email right from here and then we are going to open our Gmail account, and as you can see that this is the account I want to connect. So for that we have to go on this and then we are going to go on settings right from here and then see all settings. And as soon as we are going to open see all settings, you can see that we have to go on forwarding and POP/IMAP. So we are going to go on this, and as you can see forwarding, add a forwarding address. So we have to add the forwarding address right over here. So I'm going to paste the address we copied from our workflow and then we are going to click on next. And as soon as we are going to click on next, you can see that it is asking me for the verification. So I'm going to do the verification from my phone right over here. And as soon as we are going to do the verification, you can see that I've successfully completed my verification. And now it is saying forwarding mail to this address. So I'm going to click on proceed right from here. And as soon as we are going to click on proceed, it is saying a confirmation link has been sent to this. So yes, we have successfully did this. So I'm going to click on OK right over here. And then we are going to open our work workflow and look for the confirmation link. And yes, you can see that we have received the confirmation link right over here in the response format. Over here, you can see that we have received response A. So we are going to look for the body text and the confirmation link in this response only. So I'm going to scroll, and as you can see, body text. So yes, you can see this. I'm going to expand this, and yes, you can see that this is my confirmation link. So I'm going to copy this same link right from here in my response. Over here, you can see that this is my link. So I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to open this link in a new tab. And as soon as we're going to open this link, you can see that it is saying, please confirm forwarding mail of this email address to this. So I'm going to click on confirm right over here, and as you can see, confirmation success. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Gmail account and our Pabbly's workflow. So now what we are going to do this, we are going to open our Gmail again, and we are going to refresh this settings page, which is forwarding. So I'm going to refresh this and check for the email address added right over here or not. And yes, you can see the email address has added right over here. We are going to select this, which says forward a copy of incoming mail to this, and also keep a copy in the mail inbox. And then we're going to click on save changes. And as soon as we're going to do this, yes, we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now we are going to click on recapture response right from here, because I want to capture the response of the email received. So I'm going to click on this, and as you can see that yes, it is saying waiting for the email parser response. So now we are going to do the test submission, and in order to do the test submission, I'm going to open my another Gmail account, and we are going to do the test submission from this account. So I'm going to click on compose right over here, and we are going to select the recipient as the same email address we connected right now with our workflow. Over here you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now for the subject, I want the subject to be this, inquiry regarding the certification programs. And now for the body, I want it to be this, hello, I am interested in your certification program. You can see the rest of the body. You can see the name of the potential student and the number for the same. So I'm going to click on send right from here, and as soon as we are going to click on send, yes, you can see that we have successfully sent this message to the same email address we connected right over here in our workflow. So now with this, we have successfully did the test submission, and now what has happened is that Gmail has captured the response and sent the same test response to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the details of this test submission or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the details of this test submission. Over here you can see the body text that we entered, hello, I'm interested in your certification program. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now we are going to move on to our action step. But before making a contact in our GoHighLevel, we are going to add a filter condition right over here. So for the action application, I'm going to select filter by Pabbly. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add filter conditions in your workflow. So I'm going to search for it, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as filter values, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see that it is asking me to select the label. So over here I'm going to select the label as subject. So for that I'm going to search for subject, and over here you can see subject. So I'm going to select it as the label. And now for the filter type, we are going to select it as contains. So what I want is that if subject contains inquiry, then only this workflow should run on further. So I'm going to enter inquiry right over here in my value manually. So yes, you can see that I've successfully added this condition, and now I'm going to click on add or condition, because I want to add or conditions too right over here. So what I want is that if the subject contains inquiry, request or interested, then only this workflow should move on further. So that's why I'm going to add or conditions right over here. Again, for the label, we are going to search for subject, and as you can see that this is our subject, so we are going to enter this. And now again for the filter type, we are going to select it as contains, and now for the value I'm going to keep it as request. So I'm going to enter it right over here, request. And yes, you can see that we have successfully added this or condition. We are going to add another or condition. And now again for the label, I'm going to search for subject right over here, and we are going to enter the subject as the label. And then for the filter type, we are going to select it as contains. And now for the value over here, I'm going to keep it as interested. So I want that if my subject contains inquiry, request or interested, then only this workflow should move on further. So yes, after adding all of these three filter conditions, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see status success condition is true. Yes, this condition is true because my subject contains inquiry right over here. That's why it's saying condition is true. So yes, with this we have successfully added the filter in our workflow, and now we are going to add the main action step, which is GoHighLevel, because I want to create a GoHighLevel contact with the same details. details. So now for the action application, we are going to select it as lead connector v2 because this is the name we have to search in order to connect GoHighLevel account with our Pabbly's workflow. So I'm going to search for lead connector v2, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create contact, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your lead connector v2 account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with lead connector v2. And as soon as we are going to click on lead connector v2, it is asking me to select my account. So I'm going to select my account, and over here you can see allow access to all the sub accounts for Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on yes. So as you can see that it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to give all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. So directly I'm going to click on proceed right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on proceed, you can see that we have successfully connected our lead connector account or a GoHighLevel account with our Pabbly's workflow. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our connection, and now we are going to move on forward. Over here you can see that it is asking me for the first name and last name and also for the full name. So I don't have my details in first name and last name separated, so directly we are going to enter the full name right over here in this field. So we are going to map the full name. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know our previous step was the trigger step and this filter step where we selected email parser and filter as our trigger and the action application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the details from the response of the previous step only. So over here you can see that in the filter we didn't receive any response, which is useful. We received the full name right over here inside email parser. So we are going to map the details from our email parser only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received in my email parser. So I'm going to give you an example that for the full name, suppose I'm going to enter Ashi Rai right over here manually like this by typing, then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if you are going to map it from the previous response, suppose I'm going to open my response and then we are going to search for display name right over here, and as you can see Ashi Rai. So suppose we are going to map this. So yes, as soon as we are going to map this, yes, this will definitely change with every new response received because now this has turned dynamic. And now we are going to do same with the email too. We are going to map the email also. So I'm going to search for from email, and as you can see that this is my from email, so we are going to map this. And as soon as we are going to map this, yes, we have successfully mapped the name and the email, and now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the location ID. So as you can see that this is not the required field, so we are going to leave it as blank. It is asking me for the phone number, address, city, state, country. So all of these are not the required fields, so I'm going to move on to the fields I want to fill in or the fields which are required. And now it is asking me for the tags. So yes, I want to give a tag to this contact so that all of my contacts received through Gmail inquiries are separated. So that's why I'm going to enter the tag right over here. So I'm going to manually enter the tag because I want this field to remain static only. So I'm going to enter the tag as email inquiry, and then we are going to move on forward. As you can see that it is asking me for some more details. So we are not going to fill in all the details because all of these are not the required details. Directly we are going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that yes, we have successfully created a new contact in our GoHighLevel account with the same details. And also you can see the tag which we have given, which is Gmail inquiry. So I'm going to open my GoHighLevel and check for the new contact created with the same details. So I'm going to open my GoHighLevel, and as you can see that this is my GoHighLevel account and I've already logged in it. So now from the left side bar we have to go on contacts, and as you can see the same, so we are going to go on this, and yes, you can see the new contact created, name Ashi Rai, where you can see the email that we entered. You can also see created at, and the main thing which is the tags. Over here you can see that we have given the tag as Gmail inquiry. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. So for the trigger application we selected email parser. For the trigger event we selected new email. For the action application first we selected filter, and then for the action event we selected filter values, because as you know that I'm going to receive numerous amount of emails every day, but I don't want to create a contact for all those emails. I only want to create a contact when the email is received for inquiry, request or interested. So suppose the student subject of the email is request for learning about PHP course or inquiry regarding the PHP course, or the subject is I am interested in learning about PHP course, then only this workflow should move on further. So here you can see that I added 3 or conditions. So I wanted that if the subject contains inquiry, request or interested, then only this workflow should move on further. You can select the filter values as you desire right over here. And now after adding the filter, again for the action application we selected lead connector v2, and then for the action event we selected create contact, because I wanted that as soon as a new email is received regarding some inquiries, requests or showing interest in my courses, then only this workflow should be triggered, and also with the same inquiry details a new contact should be created in my lead connector, which is GoHighLevel account too. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the contact I created with the help of my workflow during this video. Over here you can see the same email, and also we added a tag right over here which is Gmail inquiry. So yes, this automation ensures that every query is systematically recorded and tracked in our CRM, allowing us to efficiently manage the leads. So with the help of this we can convert our leads into paying clients. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.